Hello everyone, welcome back to online English classes. In our previous video, I have told you about subject and predicate. Both are the part of a sentence. Okay, a sentence must have both the parts to express a complete thought. When we have to express a complete thought, then we need subject and predicate both in the sentence. Okay, so what is subject and what is predicate? Subject is the one whom we are talking about, and remaining sentence is predicate, means to say what the subject is doing is called predicate. For example, who's the subject? He is the subject in this sentence, and what he is doing? He bought a new toy. So this is predicate and this is the subject whom we are talking about. Okay, same way his father was planting potatoes. So his father is the subject in this sentence because we are talking about father, and what the father is doing, he was planting the potatoes. Okay, the boy has finished his homework. The milk in this packet is very fresh. What he told me was absolutely true. Okay, so you can see here to whom we are talking about are categorized in subject. Okay, and what the subject are doing are categorized in predicate. Okay, so the position of the subject and the predicate varies in different sentences. In the following examples, all the highlighted parts are the subject and the rest parts are the predicate. Okay, in assertive sentences, the subject comes first and the predicates follows it. Assertive sentence means simple sentences. So in simple sentences, subject always comes first and the predicate follows it. Aryan became a pop singer. So Aryan is the subject here, and what has he done? He became a popular pop singer. Okay, so Aryan is the subject and remaining sentences are predicate. He has sung a lot of pop songs. His new album went straight to number 1. Most of the songs in his new album were a hit. So the words highlighted in green color are the subject and the remaining parts given in the black color are the predicate of the sentence, because all these remaining parts are telling us what the subjects are doing. The part of the predicate may come first for emphasis. On Sunday, Tina painted the door. So here the subject is Tina. What Tina did? Tina painted the door. Okay, so here the predicate is coming first. At the airport, we met each other. So subject is we. Since 2001, they have been living here. They subject here and remaining sentences predicate. Out of the park, Peter threw the ball. So the Peter is our subject, and what Peter did, he threw the ball, and where he did threw the ball? Out of the park. So these two parts are the predicates, and whom we are talking about? Peter. So Peter is our subject. So it is not compulsory the subject is always comes first. जरूरी नहीं होता कि सब्जेक्ट हमेशा बिगनिंग में ही होगा. इट कुड बी इन द मिडल ऑफ द सेंटेंस ऑल्सो. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज इन इंटेरोगेटिव, एक्सक्लेमेटरी एंड optative sentences, the subject does not comes first and the predicate is usually split. इंटेरोगेटिव, एक्सक्लेमेटरी एंड ऑप्टेटिव सेंटेंस में सब्जेक्ट जो होते हैं वो फर्स्ट मीन्स बिगनिंग में नहीं होते हैं, एंड द प्रेडिकेट इज यूजली स्प्लिट, मीन्स ये क्या है, इनसे अलग होते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वेयर वर दे ऑन द आफ्टरनून ऑफ जून? डिड यू बाय दैट ड्रेस लास्ट वीक? Can his brother solve this puzzle? How intelligent her sister is. What a dreadful snake it is. May you live long. So in all these sentences you can see that subject is not coming first. Subject is not there. Okay. It is somewhere, it is in the middle of the sentence. Somewhere it is at the end of the sentence. Okay, and predicate is split in these sentences. Got it? See, they is the subject here, you is subject here, and his brother is subject, and her sister, dreadful snake, you. So these are the subjects, but they are not in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, now in imperative and some exclamatory sentences the subject is not included. Imperative sentences and exclamatory sentences के अंदर subject include नहीं होता है. It is understood in that case the predicate occurs alone. In imperative sentences and some exclamatory sentences the predicate occurs alone. मतलब predicate अकेला ही होता है. For example, don't touch it, show me your identity card, please help me, what an interesting story, how intelligent. So you can see here that subjects are not included in these sentences, only predicates are given. Okay. Now coming to object, when the verb in the predicate is a transitive verb, it requires an object to complete its sense. See, there are two types of verbs, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Transitive verbs are those in which object is given in the sentence, and intransitive verbs are those in which we don't require any object. Okay, for example, when I say I throw, it does not make complete sense. I throw मैं फेंकता हूँ, but क्या, what I throw, I is the subject and throw is the verb, but what I have throw, मैं क्या फेंकता हूँ, it is not clear. Okay, so this is intransitive verb because we don't have any object here. The verb throw requires an object. अब throw जो हमारी verb है उसे एक object चाहिए, such as a ball, to make complete sense. Complete sentence बनाने के लिए हमें object चाहिए, that is a ball. See the example, I throw a ball. So it is making a complete sense, means this is transitive verb. How this is transitive verb? Because here we are having subject and object, and this is our verb. So this is transitive verb. How this is transitive verb? Because we are having a object in the sentence. That's why it is a transitive verb. Okay, transitive verbs requires an object to complete the sense of the sentence. For example, if I say I sing, so this is intransitive verb, because if I write only I sing, मैं गाता हूँ, मैं गाती हूँ, but what I sing? If I say I sing a song, so here I have the object. It means this is transitive verb. Okay, you should learn swimming. You should learn, तुम्हें सीखना चाहिए, क्या सीखना चाहिए? You should learn swimming. So this is making a complete sense. It means this is transitive verb. Okay. Now direct and indirect object. The teacher gave sweets to the children. So here we have talked about objects. Now there are two type of object in the sentences. One is direct object and the other is indirect object. The teacher is our subject and gave is the action done by the teacher. Okay, what the teacher gave? The teacher gave the sweets, and to whom the teacher gave the sweets? To the children. So sweets is also an object and children is also the object. So teacher gave the sweets. Sweets is the direct object, and to whom she given? किसको उन्होंने दिए हैं? Sweets, children को. So the children is the indirect object and sweets are the direct object. Okay, so here the verb gave takes two object. यहाँ पे हमारी जो verb है gave, उसने दो objects लिए हैं. One is sweets and the other is children. The noun answering what after the verb is called direct object of the verb. The noun naming the person for whom something is done is the indirect object of the verb. Means to say the noun answering, जो noun हमें इस चीज का आंसर देता है, what after the verb is called is the direct object, of the verb. The noun naming the person, जो नाउन हमें बता रहा है पर्सन के बारे में कि किसे वो चीज़ दी गई है या किसके साथ वो चीज़ हुई है, इज कॉल्ड द इनडायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट. तो उसे हम इनडायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल चिल्ड्रन. फाइन. The complement, when the verb in the predicate is an intransitive verb, it requires an additional word or words to complete its meaning. So when the verb in the predicate is intransitive verb, जब हमारी intransitive verb दी हुई होती है, I told you earlier what is intransitive verb. An intransitive verb does not have any object in the sentence, so it requires an additional word to complete the meaning. तो उसमें उसे additional word एक देना पड़ता है sentence की sense को complete करने के लिए. The word of group of words required to complete the predicate is called a complement. So it is called complement. For example, the baby was what? The baby was alert. So we are talking about baby here. We don't have any object in this sentence, so this is intransitive verb. People are in the hall. So these are the group of words or words given here called complements. इनको हम क्या कहेंगे? ये क्या हैं? Complements हैं. These are called the intransitive verbs. Intransitive verbs are those which don't have an object in the sentence. Okay. I hope beta you have understood what is subject and predicate and about direct, indirect object and about transitive and intransitive verb as well. Now exercises are given related to the chapter. Try to solve them yourself first. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.